Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back. I am finally back. Happy to be back. A couple things. It's been a while. I was off because my laptop battery, my laptop fan wasn't working. But that's all been sorted now. And while I was off, I just had a lot of creative passion build up. Honestly, usually that's what happens when you can't get access to something. That's when you want it most, I guess. And I was thinking, I feel like I am moving a little bit too slow with this. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to try and kick it up a notch. In fact, I want to choose a spot, and then I'm just gonna start working on improving the scene, the textures, and everything based on that one spot. Like for example, I might want to maybe have someone standing here. Yeah, I think someone standing here, looking maybe either looking this way, which would require the most amount of work, but then I would know exactly what I need to texture and work on. Or looking at the other direction, which would be a hell of a lot easier. But then I'd have to work on the environment, which might just text a lot more, and it won't be me working on the scene as much as I want to. So what I'll do is I'll probably do this way. Um, I'll do it this way. So someone here, perhaps, I'm gonna say Control Alt 0. Control Alt 0 brings the camera in. I want to lock camera into view so that when I move around, the camera is also moving. I just want a basic, like something along these lines. I might just look for maybe a phone camera and take the settings from that. You see, so at least now I'm actually giving you guys some input on what makes a difference, and what I consider when I'm doing something like this. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right onto that. I'm going to Google it quickly, and then maybe I might just show you guys the results that come up once I have done so. So I'm just gonna go to pause the video so that I don't waste your time. Okay, so what I've done is I went to Unsplash and I tabbed architecture. Let me just show you guys. I went to Unsplash, tabbed architecture. These are the results I'm getting. I want to see reference point on like the different angles, and then after once I get that, then I'll choose a picture and then choose the camera settings. I'll show you guys how I do all of that actually, because I think I'm doing a terrible job at explaining it. So I went to Unsplash. I didn't really get the results I wanted, so then I ended up going to Pinterest, ended up typing architecture, and these look a lot closer to what I want. Something like this, you know what I mean? Like this looks, I like this a lot actually. I think I might draw a lot of inspiration from this scene. I kind of like the this one as well. This too. I might just have bias in terms of the aesthetics that I prefer. This looks very close to the materials that we're working with the current scene that I'm working on. So I might draw a lot of inspiration from this as well. But yeah, I think one, two, three. I think I might want to create a mood board. I might really want to create a mood board. In which case, I don't have any applications at the moment for mood boards. Um, so that kind of sucks. But I know Pinterest has the option to do that, right? Like, how do you say save, create? We're gonna say Blender, Viz, um, 001. I don't know, man. Let's keep it secret. Am I gonna have to hide this? Oh, that's such a pain. I'm gonna have to hide the name here. I should. Is there a way to remove that? Anyways, it's fine. Um, random, random personal stuff. That one is. And then I want to save this into it as well. I want to save this one into it as well. Maybe I can maybe get one more that's slightly different, because most of those are kind of looking at the thing. I want something um that looks from the thing. Does that make sense? Like this is all looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, but this is looking from it, like you're inside the infrastructure, So I want something more along these lines. I might take this one. I might take that one. I don't see a lot of them like that. Um, but I'm gonna take this one. Maybe let me have another one. Nice thing about Photoshop is I know once you select something, it usually gives you things that are very similar. So yeah, this is kind of along the lines of what I was thinking. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. Okay, so I think I have enough inspiration now. So um, I want to see this. Okay, cool. This is how do I organize it? Can I like oh no, I can't choose how it's oriented and stuff. Oh, it's fine. Anyways, all good. Yeah, so I have these two, four, five images that I'll be using for inspiration. Um, I'm going to choose an angle. I think most of them seem to have this like kind of horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Most of them seem to have this vertical or even near square thing, but none of them are actually landscape. Um, so uh, maybe this. So the only thing with this one is um I will need to download it so that I can retrieve information from the image. So I believe that you download it. Okay, there we go. And then I want details. So it's 736 by 1075. We'll immediately go to Blender and we'll set the same for the camera. Camera resolution. What is it? Horrible memory. Horrible memory. So 736 736 by how much? By oh my days, by 1075. 1075. Very close to what I already had, to be honest. Okay, cool. And then what other information can I retrieve from this picture? Usually I want to get details about the camera. Um, about the camera that was used, maybe like the focal length, those kind of things. I'm gonna where did it save this image? Show in File Explorer. I'm gonna have to ask you guys to ignore everything else that you're seeing there. Maybe I might just cover it. What I want is properties. I want the properties of this thing. Geez, Windows 11, where are the properties? Properties. Digital signature? Details? Okay, cool. Height, horizontal, depth. Ooh, it doesn't have 35 millimeters. It's 35 millimeters. So we're going to go to the camera. Um, sorry, click on the camera. Hey, can't I click on the camera? Why? Why? Let me save myself the time and just look for it. Oh my days, what am I doing? Camera. Yeah, that's why I can't select it. I'm just gonna move it to collection. Okay, so let's do this. I mean, let's open that. We can hide the light. But once I've selected the camera, it was 35 millimeters. 35 millimeters. Okay, there we go. Um, 35 millimeters focal length. We're not getting anything else, but that's fine. 736 by 1075. Yeah, okay. Okay. Actually, so thanks to the inspiration, which one was it? Was it this one? Thanks to this one, I'm actually thinking about positioning the camera from the pool. Maybe somewhere around here. How looking up maybe? it puts a lot of things into view. That means there's a lot of stuff that I would need to work on. Um, but I want to get the pool, and I wanna kind of get this maybe. I mean, at least let me just work from an angle, right? Like let me, but I want to get the pool as well. Ooh, can I? Ooh, I could work from like this here, right? I wonder, can this see the, can we see the pool from here? Shimata. Wait, okay, if I just hide this, is that the pool down there? I can't really tell if that's the pool because it's not textured. But there we go. I've given it a texture. Hide. Yep, it is the pool. It is the pool that's showing there. So, um, okay, there, I've just undone all those changes that I made. So maybe I might view it from somewhere here. So then I know I have to work on this, texturing this part. So, ooh, I wonder what happens if I can bring the camera here. Um, and then lock the camera in. So from here, okay. So if we lock the camera in into this position, um, I know I'll have to do a bloody good job at texturing this wall, the glass, and then from here we can. From here, can we see? No, we can't see the pool. 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 That's a problem. Let's gain control of the camera again. Um, I mean, I could put it higher, but that's not realistic, is it? Um, mm, I need a view where I can see. I just want to have a look at different places. Ooh, this might be a problem. Wait, maybe by the door, as opposed to, as opposed to. I think that might work. Where's the pool? There we go. So we can kind of see the pool, and we can kind of see the water there. I want to control what I'm seeing a bit more. Is this? Let's put on the rule of the camera guides, viewport display, composition guides, rule of thirds. Um, should I just charge the water, the pool, and just assume this is not the view to see the pool from? I think this might work. I think this might work very well. It's fine. Let's just do something like this, right? I might be alone. And then I want to get this in line with this. There's no need to do this, to be honest. Um, but I do just want to maybe, ooh, something like this. There we go. So this is along that line. This is along that line. This is close enough to this line. I don't want to temper with it too much. I really like this position. This, uh, I'm wondering. Okay, I'm moving it. So I clicked G. I'm moving it on the Z axis. I clicked it twice so that it's moving on local Z axis. If I'm just moving on the normal Z axis, it's going to be up and down. But if I move it on the object's local Z axis, it's whatever the up position is for that object despite its orientation. So, for example, for you, if you're standing up, right, if you look up, you're looking at the sky, But if you stay looking up and you are tilted 90 degrees, you no longer be looking at the sky anymore. You'll be looking at whatever is 90 degrees from that view. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if that explains a lot, but I'm thinking about moving it. Do we move further? No. Do we move how much closer? I'm thinking about something like maybe this. I might be alone. It's moving too far out. What I want to do is I want to use. I'm gonna zoom out. I want to see the sky a bit there. Yeah, I'm talking about here on top. I want to see the sky a bit here. Um, and then I wonder if should I dare I try and fix it? Hmm. Not too much, maybe. Not too much. Not too much. Not too much. Wait. Rotate on the z-axis just a little bit. That's all right. Um. Then maybe on the normal z-axis, I want to move it just a bit more. I want to take out this section as much as possible, and maybe get a bit of that balcony. So I might lock that. Ooh. Wait, this might work. Can I tilt it a bit away? Ooh, that might not work. Mm, nope. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like this a bit more because this looks good and this looks good. So maybe something like that instead. Mm. This is just composition, to be honest. It's not necessarily. It's not necessarily about any existing rules. I want to keep this maybe here. Maybe it adds to the realism a bit. I wanted to cut off as much of this as possible, include as much of this as possible. But I think I like this possibly. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna lock this in. I'm not gonna obsess about it too much. So maybe I'm just gonna say this video is about me setting up the camera. And then the next video is gonna be about me like texturing it and everything else that needs to be done there. So positioning the camera in the environment. Yeah, positioning the camera in the environment sounds like a good title video. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start bringing in all these different things. I'm gonna start bringing them in into the scene. There's no need for that. Columns, I'm gonna bring them back in. Roof material can't really be seen from here, so I'm gonna hide that. Chairs and tables, gonna hide those for now. Plants, okay, there's gonna be plants. I'm gonna bring those in. I'm gonna use my own plants. I'll show you guys how to do that in the next one. Um, but yeah, this is just me unhiding most of the things that are within this view. And it's actually quite a bit. Doors might also be. As soon as I bring a door in, it closes in the space. So maybe let's not bring the doors in yet. Um, yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Um, I mean, obviously, we're now going to be concerned about what does everything look like. Um, Yeah, that's the next video. What does everything look like? Even though it's wood, is it like the right wood material that we want? Can this be distinguished as the wall? Is the colors of the sky? Should we add some clouds? Should we add some trees that are all those kind of details? I can't wait to actually start working on that. Um, I might even go as far as hiding. I don't want to hide this because then that's not realistic to the scene anymore. But whatever. That's stay tuned for the next video. That's what we'll be working on, guys. Thank you so much. Happy to be back, and yeah.